Today I'm going to speak to you about fungal skin infections. We have a separate video for fungal nail infections, so if that's what you want, you need to go to that one. If you have both, then please do watch both of the videos. Now, fungal skin infections, you can get them anywhere. Fungal spores and the like really love dark, warm, moist areas. So anywhere on your body that you have a dark, warm, moist area, so be that on your feet, so inside your shoes, be it under breasts, in groin areas, underarms, anywhere that is dark, warm and moist. It loves it. It thrives. How do you know you've got a fungal infection? Well, itching is usually the first sign. So the area can look quite dry and flaky sometimes, reddened, but itchy is usually the overwhelming symptom of a fungal infection. Spores are all over the place. It's really easy to catch it. It's not a reflection on your personal hygiene, but they're just out there. And so wherever their environment supports them, they're quite happily live. But the good news is that skin infections are really easy to treat. There are a number of different treatments available over the counter or from your GP, all which are very successful if you use them according to the instructions on the tube, the spray, or whatever mode it is you want to use, and you use it for long enough. Because it's so effective, you will find any symptoms you have clear up quite quickly. Don't let you think that is gone, because ultimately those products knock back the symptoms of the fungal infection quite quickly, and then you kind of tend to stop doing the treatment because you think you've got a hold of it. You stop doing it, and then before you know it, those symptoms are back again because you've knocked the fungus down. You haven't actually eradicated it. So you need to use any treatment you're using according to the instructions on the packet, but often until you've finished the actual packet itself. But also you need to think about reinfection. You can get rid of it, but what's to say fungus emits spores? What's to say those spores aren't in your clothing, and when regarding footwear, they're not in your socks or in your shoes? And often you get rid of the problem only to become reinfected again, and you kind of go round and round in circles. So how can you prevent these things? So we'll start with the treatments. Now, lots of treatments about, like I say, these are a couple that we stock here. They're the same product but in different formats. So this is a cream and this is a spray. Both are just as good as each other because they're the same product, but often it's ease of application. So depending on where that body part is that you need to treat, a liquid can be easier if things are further away, and often it's just quicker and easier than a cream, but both are as good as each other. There are obvious other medicaments out there. They're just an example of what we stock here. So as far as other treatments goes and trying to prevent reinfection, often certainly within the feet, what we advise is once you've actually actively got rid of that fungal infection, prevention is as good or better than cure. So we have a product here called Clinicept. Now this is good for so many things. It's antibacterial, it's antiviral and antifungal and sporicidal, which is the biggie one there. So we actually advise this. It's really kind on your skin. You can even use it in open areas. So where you do have open cracks or breaks in the skin, this is also very, you can use this and it doesn't sting or anything like that. So what we advise is using your antifungal. So if you were using a spray, you would use that in the morning and then you would use that in the evening. This is an actual antifungal, it's just not licensed for that use, but it is very effective. And by using this once a day, you're treating the active problem. And with this, you're also treating the active problem, but you're also helping to prevent any reinfection. And then once you've finished your active treatment, you can then use this daily for as long as it takes, forever if you need to. The good thing with this is you can use it in your shoes, you can use it on your socks, but ideally pop it in your shoes. When you take your shoes off at the end of the day, give it a good spray of this so that ideally it stays wet for at least 5 minutes, and then have a shoe rotation. Have one pair that you wear on one day, spray them, put them to one side, and then the following day you can wear the ones that you prepared a couple of days before. So you're allowing those to just destroy any spores that might be there and prevent that reinfection. So like I say, skin infections are really relatively easy to treat. You can pick up so many different antifungals over the counter. Antifungal powders I would reserve more for preventative methods rather than active skin infections. They're not really as good at really treating infections like that. And like I say, they can come in any parts of your body. You can use all of those products on any part of your body. They're not reserved solely for the feet. Like I say, if you're suffering with fungal nail infections, which can be caused by fungal skin infections, so that's again another reason why it's really important to address these issues before they turn into other things, because fungal nail infections are a whole different kettle of fish. So yeah, I hope you found that interesting. Any questions, please just ask. I'm always happy to answer any queries you might have. And yeah, hope you found that helpful. Thank you. Bye.